Welcome back, everyone. What do miraculous preservation of the Quran, the Birmingham Quran, and the Sanaa manuscripts have in common? They're all terrible arguments that are still, all too frequently, bouncing off of the walls of the Islamic echo chamber. Here are some examples. We have manuscripts of Sanaa, which have many copies of the whole Quran, 114 chapters. An absolutely ridiculous claim. By radiocarbon dating, it's back to 7th century, or written at the time of revelation immediately. We have Sanaa manuscript, which carbon dates before Uthman. So periodically we have to take a deep breath and muster a superhuman amount of patience and try to help those who either cannot or will not help themselves. So let's talk briefly about dates and some anomalies of the Sanaa manuscripts. Regarding the date, take your pick. Radiocarbon dating can be problematic and imprecise, such as the case here. The University of Arizona dates are from 578 to 669, while the University of Lyon dated various folios from 388 to 643. The same folio was tested by several different experts, with significant variations spanning a few hundred years. As Stephen Shoemaker comments, these assays have yielded significantly different results for the very same parchment leaf. So when we see comments from the echo chamber talking about radiocarbon dating to the 7th century, you know that such an unnuanced comment can only come from someone who has no idea what they're talking about. As is well known, the Sanaa palimpsest contains two texts. The original undertext was erased, and something else was written over it. Further evidence of dating can come from analyzing these texts. And such analysis concludes that the original text was the late 7th or early 8th century, the latter estimate being supported by two studies in 2018 and 2021. The upper text, on the other hand, was likely not written before the middle of the 8th century. Given that both the original and upper texts are Qurans, why was the original text erased at all? Why would anyone take a miraculously preserved Quran, erase it, and write another miraculously preserved text over top of it that matches what was erased, word for word and letter for letter? The answer would appear to lie in the fact that the original Quranic text of the Sanaa manuscripts' erased lower writing is a non-standard version of the Quran that deviates regularly from the received version now identified as the Uthmanic Quran. As such, it is an extremely rare, although not unique, witness to the diverse ways with which the Quran continued to circulate still at the end of the 7th century. Efforts have been made to identify the manuscript's original Quran with one of the early companion codices as described by the later tradition, without much success. Instead, what we have in the undertext, and he cites a specific folio number, is a witness to a different, early version of the Quran. We can summarize very succinctly. The dates of the Sanaa Quran vary significantly, and the texts of the Sanaa Quran vary significantly. So another proof of the preservation and early dating of the Quran, in the end, falls flat, like everything else that we hear coming out of the echo chamber of Muslim apologetics. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.